else is a little bit of a different world, the economy. Because there's been a little bit of a Trump bump. I think we can all agree. The stock market's down a little bit today. I checked it a minute ago. But it's been up overall. That's a good thing for people who watch the market. My friend Thomas Helbig is here right now from the Retirement Advisory Group. Thomas, how are you?
I'm good, Mark. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. What do you think about this Trump economy?
The markets are doing well.
Yeah?
It's a honeymoon stage. They call it honeymoon stage.
Yeah. But, I also read, because I read these kind of things, that there are a lot of people who worry that the market is overvalued. Heck, they were saying that back in November before election time.
It really is.
And the thing that you've pointed out to me before is there were also people saying this in 2007. They were saying it in 2006, but nobody knew exactly when it was going to happen. But you know that eventually something's going to drop. And that's kind of what you and I talk about a lot.
Exactly. This market, we are at a bubble. We've had an 8-year bull run. We are overdue for a correction. And again, I don't wish a correction would happen. It's inevitable. The key is this, and so many people are forgetting. The price to earnings ratio right now, the levels they're so overvalued. The last time they were at these levels, 1929, 1999, and again in 2007. And we all know what happened. Major crashes. So
right.
we're at a bubble, and it's going to go very soon.
Yeah, history has shown us that it's going to happen. From my days as a financial advisor, what they would always tell you is don't try to be a prognosticator. And what your message to your clients is that you invest for the long term. There are going to be bumps and valleys, and then it's going to go back up. The challenge that you have there is if you're 56, 57, 58 years old. You want to retire at 62, 63, maybe 65. How much time do you have for that recovery? Because we know the last time it took 6 or 7 or 8 years for the market to recover, and that's really what where the rubber hits the road.
What a lot of people also forget, it recovered because of what reasons? Obama's stimulus, QE1, QE2, and
right.
QE3.
Yeah.
Now we have the Republicans in office. This next crash, they're not going to have a recovery like that. It may last a lot longer, and that's what worry about. You have to have an exit safe. And that's one of the things we teach at our educational events.
Yeah, just to remind people, because I remember talking about this back in 2010 when this show first went on the air. Quantitative easing was the federal government dumping money and making it available and buying up bonds to kind of prop up the market. So a lot of money was being dumped in, not necessarily in a natural way.
Right.
And that buoyed things.
Of dollars,
oh, yeah.
And it was feeding the market. That's what drove the market up.
Right.
Artificial stimulation. Well, at some point, it has to come back to a regular market, a free market. And it's going to blow. This bubble is going to pop. And I hate to say it, but it's the truth.
Yeah. I know at the last event we attended over there at the Frontenac Hilton, we got another one coming up at the end of the month. We'll talk about that in a second. I walked around the room and I talked to a lot of the people that were there, and they all pretty much had the same concerns. They've got plans for retirement, whatever those happen to be. Maybe it's a lake house, or maybe it's going to Florida and buying a place, or maybe it's just paying off their mortgage and being happy and staying in place. They're all worried about that income. What happens on the first of the month when you go to the mailbox and you got to have enough money to pay your bills? That's what people worry about.
Exactly.
And if you can certainly generate income from a large 401k, but if the market drops 30% or 40%, you're going to be generating less income from that same amount of money. That's
exactly
what people worry about.
And your income will not last as long then.
Right.
That's how people are running out of money. That's so true.
So people who attend one of your retirement workshops, which we've got coming up on the 28th, we'll talk about, you're talking to them about ways to not have to ride this roller coaster all the time.
Exactly. We teach people how to link to the stock indexes. And when you link to an index, you get growth potential, but you eliminate the downside risk. And that's why if you're out there, if you're 59 or above, this you don't want to miss this event, because you'll learn some of the strategies you can do with your 401k. You can roll it over to get it safe, your IRAs, things like that. It's so important.
Well, let's tell people a few more details. So we do these at 6:30 at the Frontenac Hilton
on March 28th. That's 2 weeks from tonight.
So it's I try to stress this because the last time we went, you filled up. So I mean, every table in there, every seat was full, and I mean that's fantastic. It's not a large room. Maybe we're going to have to expand it at some point. But all Thomas is asking for is if you want to come, it's a free event. You'll get something cold to drink and a cookie to eat or some cheese or whatever the case may be. But you're primarily there for this great information, and it's limited seating. So all they're asking is that you give them a call at 855-755-1555. Let them know you're coming. As Thomas always tells the crowd, listen, I'm not going to call you and bug you. I'm not collecting your information so I can call you at home and harass you. We just want to know you're coming, so we have a body count because we know at some point the room's going to fill up. You get a spot reserved, and then you come and just sit and listen. No, there's no high-pressure sales to it.
Not at
really
all.
Not
at all. And then if they want schedule a free consultation, they come in. They also get a copy of my book just for coming in. So that's important.
Yeah, tell them where your offices are.
Our office is in Creve Coeur, number 4 City Place Drive, right off of Olive and Ballas Road. Everybody knows where Bristol's Seafood Restaurant is, right down the street from there.
Yeah, that's convenient. So again, just as a reminder, March 28th, about 2 weeks from now. You got plenty of time still. Call 855-755-1555. You can also go to Retirement Advisory.
RetirementKey.com.
RetirementKey.com, the Retirement Advisory website. And you can find out more information there. And we look forward to seeing you. I'll be there. Thomas will be there.
Sure
and
will.
You'll get a lot of great information at this event.
Great information to take home. Thank you.
Hey, Thomas, thank you. Great to see you.
Appreciate it. Good
All right.
seeing you.
Appreciate you coming in. All right.